It's a show that's traveled the world over, tapped into today's youth and pop culture, been featured on shows like Scrubs, The Tonight Show, and more recently the hit TV comedy series Arrested Development.
Tobias had recently taken out an ad in a trade magazine for a one-man show.
Yes, Blue Men Group has come a long way since it all began 25 years ago in New York, and now they're here.
I was blown away. I couldn't believe it. And, it's such a fun ride for the audience out there. So you're one of the blue men out there, and it's you're not looking blue today.
No, it's not at all. I mean, I'm glad you had such a great time. I mean, it's one of those shows that you, like you did, come in with no expectations and just allow to give yourself up to the moment and have fun.
It truly is an all-ages thrill ride for the senses, and music is one of the biggest elements.
The music is kind of like a narrative in a way to what the Blue Men are doing, and though we have the show differs from night to night based on how the character interacts with the audience. So as a musician, it's a really great challenge to be playing the same piece and interpreting it different night to night.
The show has evolved technologically in its 25-year history to keep up with a rapidly changing multimedia world.
Here, these signals trigger the neurological process scientists call the LOX shiznit that happens inside your bristle.
What's incredible, it did start years ago, but what I feel like Chris Wink, Matt Goldman, and Phil Stanton have really done really well is sort of let go of their egos and allow themselves to surround themselves with creative minds and creative people that could influence how they write. And so over the years, the show has evolved sort of organically, drawing influences with what's going on outside. And so right now, the big thing is sort of these touchscreen technologies, and the Blue Men is sort of trying to step in between the user and this piece of technology. And so that's how at least some of the material in this show has come about. It's just sort of influenced by what's going on.
Some of the honors, of course, the music has been nominated, and this for a Grammy, correct?
I believe so, yeah.
So, wow, like you guys are really making an impact.
Yeah, it's, I think that when you see the show, regardless of how old you are, who you are, you're going to leave pretty much affected in what you take from the show. So musically, we just try to keep it as intimate and personal and simple in a way. It's really tribal. It seems complex, but it's you keep it up for interpretation.
And it is truly a group effort out on stage, and one crucial part of the team is the audience.
Absolutely. With our show, there's no fourth wall, so when the Blue Man is at the foot of the stage looking out into the audience, he's really trying to look at them and trying to have this honest moment with them. And there's different parts of the show where we're jumping off the stage, interacting with the audience, inviting people up on stage, and each night could totally be unique, and that's because the audience is different each night.
And when this did begin, the Blue Men spoke to audience members. Now it's like complete mime and
Right.
kind of interpretation like that. So do you find that as a challenge as a performer on there, not to be able to say anything?
Well, I feel like it's both a challenge and an opportunity. Like the challenge is to try to be able to convey how you feel with just a limited range of emotion, but the opportunity is to be able to push yourself night after night to sort of recreate that each night.
Yeah, and the makeup. I can see there's a little bit of blue.
Yeah.
You get a little bit of blue
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
You have to wear the cap and everything.
Yeah, there's a latex ball cap that we wear, and we trim along our hairline and around our ears, and that's pretty much it. And we just slather a whole bunch of blue paint.
Is it sticky? Like it looks just
Yeah,
like
it's
it'd be really sticky.
theatrical grease paint, so it stays
Yeah.
wet throughout the entire show. And,
Okay.
and the band also wears sort of theatrical grease paint as well.
And Julian here, of course, he says, well, don't try putting the paint on me.
Yeah, this has been covered in paint too. You get it everywhere. It's inevitable.
What is inevitable, a truly remarkable experience that will blew you away. Catch it at the Jubilee Auditorium until Sunday night. Brad Kelly, Shaw TV, Capital Region.